GTA 6 is trash. There are so many mistakes in the trailers and screenshots. The game is so unfinished and it should be delayed to 2028. There's no way that the game will be in a playable state by May 2026. Not only does the game have bad textures and shitty level of detail, there's also clipping and misplaced assets. Just take a look at this scene in trailer 2. Did you notice? Take a closer look. If we zoom into this lamppost, we can notice that it's actually floating. This is unacceptable. Who the hell made this scene? They should be ashamed. This is the reason the game will be delayed. Just look at it. You can clearly see the base of it not touching anything, and it's clearly elevated from the ground. Rockstar needs to get a grip. I don't understand why the lamppost would even be there. It doesn't fit the environment, and the area is well lit anyways. So this probably is just a misplaced asset that was left into the trailer. My name is Saukko, and I have watched the GTA 6 trailers way too many times, and I try to map the GTA 6 map on the side. So, mistakes, the game being trash and absolutely dog shit. If we compare the trailer 2 to trailer 1, there were very few mistakes, not just graphically and in terms of level of detail. Those aren't always perfect, because they need to save performance, so those are non-issues. However, things like clipping and misplaced assets. That's where the real problems are. Like in this screenshot, we can clearly see that the palm leaves are inside the roof, so they have just penetrated the roof. But yeah, Rockstar has improved a lot since trailer 1. We had several hilarious mistakes in trailer 1. There was the well-known issue of NPCs being just standing in place, and for example T-posing here. Look mom, no hands. Also in this scene, the hair of this woman is moving way too much in relation to anything else. Then also I remember seeing a post about this Bluetooth door on Reddit. Honestly, they might actually touch the door. However, it just happens behind the body, so we don't see the touching. So this probably isn't an actual mistake. This boat appears to not have a driver, which it might have, the quality might be just too low to see them. This bike is standing on just 2 tires. There is no kickstand to keep it up. And in this scene we cannot see the reflection of this rear light on this window. So on this window the light is not on, while we should obviously see it being on there. And then one mistake I think no one is yet to notice, or I didn't find it being mentioned on the internet anywhere. In this scene, the man is using a Bluetooth hose. If we follow the hose from his hand towards the ground and towards the left, we can notice that it just suddenly ends, and there is clearly water coming from the hose. So Rockstar, fix your game please. But anyways, those were the biggest mistakes in trailer 1, besides the game just looking dog shit. And Rockstar has improved massively since. There's basically no mistakes in the trailer 2 and very little mistakes in the screenshots. So let's start with the few mistakes in the screenshots. Let's start with this pawn that I mentioned. You can clearly see it clipping in from the side and the top of the building. And my guess is that it probably isn't clipping at all times, it's just because of the wind or something. The leaves probably move, so they clip the building only sometimes. There was a lot of clipping like this in GTA 5, but I thought we would be past this in GTA 6. However, it seems like we are not. And also in this screenshot, if you look at this couple, the man is holding the woman in a slightly weird way. Looks like they have been posed poorly, but that could just be an old person thing. Then this pretty well known mistake with this screenshot. The reflection on Jason's sunglasses is rotated with the sunglasses, so it's basically on its side. If the glasses were on his eyes, the reflection would be correct, but because it's down there, it's broken. This could just be a quirk with the screenshots, and will probably not be in the final game, so Rockstar please fix. Then, this Carl screenshot. I don't really know if this is a mistake, but I don't really see how the white foam makes sense, or what's it even meant to be, because we see parts of it on the cans, so it cannot be just on the water. It might have been added after taking the screenshot, to make the screenshot feel more alive, but it just looks weird to me. Then, this Lucia screenshot, and more importantly, the drink on the left. I saw someone mention that the strawberry is just put in there and it's not actually cut, so it's just the whole intact strawberry put into the drink. And then at the base, I think a glass like this doesn't make a shadow like this. There would be more scattering of light and color. It's weird that Rockstar plays something so broken into such a visible place. Then something small that I'm gonna nitpick on, and this just takes away from the realism. If we take a look at this car, or basically any car in the screenshots, the tires are facing forward, which doesn't make sense because they have turned the car into this position. So the tires would be facing slightly to the side. I would love if Rockstar made it so that cars, when they park, have their tires not facing forward at all times. It takes away from the realism, and I think it would be easy to add, at least for the NPCs, if not for the player. Then, I think this heat haze is slightly bit too extreme, even for a bonfire. And then the hair of this woman is clipping with her ear. You can see parts of her hair in her ear. That was hard to say. And I think that was the worst offenders from the screenshots. And of course I think the poem is the worst offender of them all. Then the trailer to itself, which really doesn't have too many mistakes. First, in this scene, this wall of one Broadway doesn't have any windows, while in real life it does have several there. We haven't seen the building in any other scene, so the wall might be empty in game, or it might just be a rendering bug. People have asked me about that several times, so I had to mention it. Then in this scene, when Lucia or anyone else use their trash gripper thing or whatever, they didn't actually squeeze the handle, which is a very minor mistake, if a mistake at all. Also, in the very same scene, it looks like Lucia's ankle monitor is clipping with her shoe. We clearly can't see the top part of her shoe on her right leg, because it's blocked by the ankle monitor. And it doesn't look like it's on the shoe, it looks like it's inside the shoe. So this is one of the cardinal sins, so Rockstar, please fix. Then there's this scene. It's well known that Jason's hand lights up even before there's a muzzle flash from the gun. The gun is also a bit funky in other ways. It looks like there's a gap in between Jason's finger and the trigger, and the gun fires and begins cycling before Jason has pulled the trigger completely, which of course shouldn't happen. So Rockstar, another thing for you to fix. And then of course I need to mention the light again, because this is actually horrendous. There's no reason for this to make into the trailer, while everything else has been so good in it. So Rockstar did a very good job if this is the biggest mistake in trailer 2. So I think that's the worst offenders from trailer 1, trailer 2 and the screenshots in terms of the game being broken. And if Rockstar can keep up this pace into the game itself, the game should be much better than basically any game at launch. And at least these mistakes are not as bad as in GTA 5, as we had this thing in the screenshots. And now, while I'm making this video, someone has made a Reddit post with a lot of same thing as I show here, and the trailer 2 document has come out. Another mistake in it besides that I have shown is this one. It's a recurring thing in trailer 2, that some things just don't show up in the reflections, like sunglasses or doors, because they are entities or something that move, so it's too hard for the game to process. It could just be a PS5 thing and it works normally on PC, or it just is like that and we cannot do nothing about it. So, thank you for watching. Please tell me in the comments if I missed any mistakes, like the video as usual, and subscribe if you want to see non-clickbait, factual GTA 6 content. Thank you.